Hello?
Hey, Todd.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, very good. Jason here.
Nice to meet you.
Finally. So what you been up to these days?
Dude, what haven't I been up to these days? I mean, it's just basically been a lot of playing and running around like a loon.
So you're like drum tech for Def Leppard now and, doing a lot of work with them?
Yeah, but they're taking a break this year, so I'm just playing this year.
Okay.
They're taking it's your 2010 off, so it actually works out fine. I'm actually looking forward to playing my own drums.
And who are you going to be playing with in 2010?
God, lots of bands. Right now I've got gigs coming up with a band called Freedom Under X-Ray. It's kind of like a Van Halen meets Green Day kind of thing. And then I've got another project called King Khan, which just released its third record. And let's see what else. I'm still playing with Tuff. We have some shows coming up, possibly a big show in Sweden. And let's see, I'm doing a country instrumental jam band called Merle Jagger.
Interesting.
Which is a lot of fun. The guitar player is absolutely out of his mind. He's fantastic. Let's see what else I got going on. Oh, I'm filling in with a band called Middle Finger Mob, kind of like an old school Guns N' Roses kind of a thing. Wow, I'm trying to think. There's a whole bunch. I've got a bunch of side projects with a bunch of people. I did the Shameless album, and Michael Thomas from Faster Pussycat played on it. Kerry Kelly from Alice Cooper was the producer. I've done a couple shows with Kerry. And Stevie Rachelle and Steve Summers all played on it. And I'm still jamming D on and off, which is good. The guitar player has a studio out in Pasadena, which we leave some gear set up there at all times, and we get out there and jam every now and then. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, there's so many projects going on, and I'm going to be doing a benefit concert for Haiti on Sunday night, and I think Snake from Skid Row is going to come down and do some jamming. God, I'm trying to think. I have a lot of the stuff on my MySpace page listed about. I've got a whole bunch of shows coming up in the next couple of months. Man, I can't even keep it straight sometimes. I have to put all the stuff up on the MySpace page as soon as I get it. And Facebook has been crazy too. I mean, I've reconnected with lots of people. I just got back and played a show on Sunday night with a band called Rockney that I was back in on the Sunset Strip in like 89 and 90, back when all the hair bands were out there. That was a lot of fun. We just played at this place called the Canyon Club in Agora Hills. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a good turnout, and we sounded great, and it was fun. We had the original lineup back for the first time in 20 years.
So we got Tod Burr here, and you've made the history from the Tuff era. You participated in American Hair Metal, the song, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm on the live version. A friend of mine named Dogboy, Ryan Burwell, played on the studio track. I was actually doing another album at the time, so I couldn't play on it.
How do you like that song? I mean, it's an anthem now.
Oh, it's fantastic. Every time we play it, everybody, starts knowing the words, and it's actually a very complicated song to play. It took me a while. I had to write all the parts down. It's basically a tribute to everybody that we grew up listening to, and whenever we play it, we end up ending the set with it, and it's always a crowd pleaser. Brilliant.
So you've been with Tuff since 2001, roughly?
Yep. But basically what they did was they broke up in 95 or 96. Stevie went solo for a couple of years, and then decided to do the hair band song. And next thing you know, it became very, very popular, so he put a band together very quickly. With some friends of ours, and very quickly the band kind of splintered off, and one of the guys ended up joining Wasp. Another guy ended up joining Faster Pussycat, and I think he's still playing with Faster Pussycat and Bang Tango. Oh, and he's playing with Adler's Appetite. So it's basically been, we get a lot of really good guitar players. And the original bass player, Todd Chase, recently came back into the fold a year ago. So we're actually getting ready to go ahead and start playing. I actually have rehearsal with them tomorrow night, believe it or not. And the guitar player is Jack Aurora, who I've been playing with since 2002. And he is formerly of the band Sister Whiskey. I don't know if you remember them from back in the MCA days. Their album was produced by Dana Strum from Slaughter.
Okay.
So it's kind of a bit of a kind of a bit of an all-star kind of a thing. We get up there and play, and we all grew up on that material, so it's a lot of fun.
And this will be like the band Tuff. It's going to be pronounced as Tuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And
same singer and the same bass player from the back of the Atlantic Records days.
And you guys going to have a new album coming out in the near future?
We've been talking about it. Basically, Stevie's been doing a lot of tribute albums, guesting on records, and I've been playing a lot of blues and country and more straight ahead metal. When Todd Chase left Tuff in 1992, I believe it was, him and I formed a band called Black, which turned into Substance D. We put out a couple records on Century Media back in the 90s. And then when that band broke up, I joined another band with Chuck Garrick from Alice Cooper.
Right.
And we have a power trio called the Droots, which is not officially broken up. We were just on hiatus for about 2 years now, since he's been touring with Alice pretty steadily. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some Droot stuff out again. So when Chuck got the Alice Cooper gig, I joined a kind of a new metal band. And this is all in the meantime of still playing with Tuff and still playing with King Khan and Freedom Under X-Ray. Sorry, I've got a plane flying over me right now. Flight path of Burbank Airport.
Oh, okay. Outside.
So every now and then we're getting a plane flying over. So, and in the meantime, from 2001 on, I've been playing with Stevie pretty consistently. We played all around the world. We did the couple of Shameless tours over in Europe. Opened up for Jackal and Faster Pussycat. Did a couple of Midwest tours. We're supposed to go to Sweden in April and open up for, I believe it's Warrant and Bullet Boys at some big festival. I'm still trying to get the rest of the information down on that. And I think we're opening for Y&T next month. And I think we're going to headline Club Vodka at the end of this month. So it's still pretty busy.
You make part of the band Pretty Boy Floyd in the past?
I'm basically one of the substitute drummers. Troy Patrick Farrell has had the gig for about 2 years, but as we all do, we all kind of wear many hats. Troy plays also in White Lion and does other projects as well, and there's always the chance that there's going to be something coming up. And there's, like I said, there's a couple of drummers in town, and we all play in the same circle with the same group of guys, so it's really a lot of fun to be able to go ahead and not ever cancel a show because somebody can't make it. We have a stable of guitar players, bass players, and drummers, and we all back up all the guys. Steve Summer, Stevie Rachelle, Joe Lestay, Amy Down, Mark Terrain. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome. Keep on going with those gigs and have that big circle of musicians. And I'm sure it's big.
Well, it's a very small town, and we all know each other. We all get to hang out, and we have the Rainbow Bar and Grill here, which I was just at last night, believe it or not. I saw Bruce Kulick's new band, and that was a lot of fun. Playing at the Cat Club, went to the Rainbow afterwards, and I got to meet Ron Jeremy. That was a lot of fun, too. And, most of the members of KISS was there. Gene Simmons was there with his kids, and Shannon Tweed, and I saw Steve Lukather from Toto, and bunch of Metal Sledge personnel there. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of a good thing to go do on a Monday night.
Not like a Monday night down there with all those people you just named. That's quite good. How's the weather?
Well, this is Southern California, except for about a week ago when it rained straight. It's just beautiful weather here. It's it's normally 70 sunny most of the time. Gets a little chilly at night during the nighttime. You need a jacket, but most of the time it's fantastic. And the other thing is, I actually grew up in Yonkers, New York, so I know what it's like to go ahead and drive in snow and have gigs get canceled and people can't get to the gigs, and loading gear into a venue in the snow is not a lot of fun. And here it almost never rains, so it's really fantastic. The weather's always nice out here.
When you tour with Def Leppard, how often do you get back home? Is it constantly touring every day?
Well, usually the tours end up usually about 3 months. They call that a leg. Sometimes, some years, like last year, I think we did 4 legs. So we did a month in Australia and Japan because you can't really tour that much there. We did I think 9 weeks in Europe, and I think 9 weeks in the States. And then we did another little short run where we did just a couple of shows, like some TV promos and stuff like that. What was the other thing I was going to say? And I mean, it really depends on the economy and the booking agent, the managers, and the bands if they want to go ahead and tour. I mean, I'm a rock, so I'm happy when I'm going places. You know, when I'm actually on the road touring, playing, going places I've never been before. You know, like I got to go to India with INXS. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
That was a very interesting couple of days. Very interesting country. I love Australia now. I've been there like 7 times. It's fantastic. You know, now going back to these same places, you get to meet fans. Like I went to Japan with Def Leppard. Some of the same people who'd been working with us with Three Boy Floyd were working with Def Leppard, and they all remembered me. And it was fantastic to start seeing friends. And same thing with, you know, in the UK. I could go back there, and you know, I probably know about 20 or 30 people in London that I can go, you know, fans and friends and family and stuff. So it's fantastic. I feel like Nottingham is my second home. If you ever get a chance to go over to Nottingham, there's a place there called the Rock City in Nottingham, and almost every band that goes over to the UK in our genre has played at this venue.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the booking agent and the main rock and roll DJ there, and he spins our stuff, and so it's fantastic. We know a lot of the other bands, and they come over here sometimes. It's a very small world, really, when you think about it. Being honored to be part of it.
Yeah, and the internet makes it even smaller world.
Exactly, it totally does. Well, Facebook and the MySpace especially, you can connect with people all over the place anytime, you know, day or night. It's fantastic for the, you know, you in a way, you kind of almost don't need record companies anymore, you know? You can get on the internet for an hour or two a day and, you know, do your own promotions and contact the fans, and the fans take over, and they start going ahead and doing it. It's just like, it spreads like a wildfire.
With all those street teams and stuff, it helps out a lot more than it used to.
Oh, definitely. And the thing is, though, the people do it for free because they you know, they love it. So anyway, so yeah, so it's definitely fantastic. So I couldn't be happier.
And how long have you been with Def Leppard now?
I joined them in the February of 2008.
And INXS, how long have you been working with them?
I started with them in the summer of 2005.
So you really enjoyed this.
They're both fantastic bands, both fantastic drummers. All the guys in the bands are fantastic.
Sometimes when you got spare time, do you do drum seminars also?
Normally I don't have a lot of time on tours when I'm drum teching. People, you know, the whole thing is I'm being paid when I'm on tour. I'm being paid every day, no matter if there's not a show. So they try to go ahead and do like 2 shows on, 1 show off, 3 shows on, 1 show off to go ahead and to maximize or I should say minimize the expenditures. Usually on a day off, sometimes I'm just tired. I just want to go hang out in my hotel room and do nothing. And the other thing is, if I'm in some place I've never been to before, I like to go walk around the city a little bit and have a little look-see. You know, especially in, you know, places like you know, Japan or Sydney, Australia. You know, Toronto, Canada. You know, there's a bunch of really great places around. You know, the same thing is, the other problem is we don't get to spend a lot of time in Manhattan. I love it when we have shows in Manhattan with a day off, because you can just walk out of the hotel room and go in any direction, and there's cool stuff out there.
You're gonna have a big career coming up in 2010 with all these gigs you got lined up, and it's basically you doing your own publicity, I'm sure, to find these shows.
No, actually, I just play drums. The bands that I'm working with, I'm lucky enough to have you know, go-getters in there, and I actually have a rehearsal studio that I have on my own PA system, and have a drum set up there all the time. It's my own lockup, and basically what happens is guys will just, we have a gig coming up, guys will come over there and buy some beers or whatever, and I've got a bass rig and a guitar rig. They walk in the door, we're playing in 5 minutes, and I'm busy almost every single night. Like I have a rehearsal tonight at Middle Finger Mob. Tuff is coming tomorrow night. And like I said, I'm playing a benefit concert on Sunday, and then I'm playing Tuesday at the Viper Room with a band called Middle Finger Mob, and then I'm playing Friday and Saturday with a band called Freedom Under X-Ray in Orange County, and then I start playing with Tuff someplace middle California, I believe, on the 19th, I believe. I have to try to get these dates down. But that's why I'm all on my MySpace page, so people can check them out.
And is all this on tmburr.com also?
No, actually, the tmburr.com doesn't get updated as quickly because it's much faster and easier to just put it on my MySpace.com/drumslut.
Yeah, nice name.
So, yeah, well, it comes from a couple of years ago when I was a lot more diverse than I am now. But it's still pretty fitting.
Right on. On
Sure.
Wikipedia, are you marked correctly on that? It puts Tod T. Burr?
Yep.
And now you're Tod M. Burr?
Well, no, my middle name is Michael, and when I was in two bands back to back in the '90s with singers named Todd. One of them happened to be my roommate, and we were constantly getting people calling up asking to speak to Todd, and they'd always get the wrong one. So I ended up getting a nickname of T. So that's how my Facebook page is Tod T. Burr. So it's just basically, it's in there. Everybody just ends up calling me T. It's also easier for signing autographs.
Really easy. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and we got that answered.
Yeah, it's not a mystery.
Okay, cool. So you good luck with your career, and keep in touch, all right?
No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jason, for giving me a call, and looking forward to speaking to you again.
All right, cool stuff. So good luck with all your tours and all these gigs. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. You have a fantastic evening now.
You too. See ya.
All right. Take care. Thanks.